Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Radko from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and also Cancer Rising weekly general tarot reading August 16th up until August 22nd, 2021. And if you are interested, guys, in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, checking out the description down below is going to give you a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. And if you do enjoy the content of this channel and you want to keep up with our weekly uploads and as well the live streams that I'm doing here on YouTube, make sure you do subscribe for it and click the notification bell. And so let's jump into the reading itself. And the very first card for Cancer here and their week, that is going to be the Nine of Wands, followed by the second one, which is the Queen of Wands, followed by the third one, that is going to be the Page of Wands. And the last prime card of their spread, we have the Page of Pentacles. So very cramped environment. We have three individuals, which I don't know how they're going to play out for you for now, but because this is going to be an Elemental Dignities reading, which means that I'm going to draw additional cards to every single one of these, and that will allow me to read tarot in pairs. If you do wish to learn that to do yourself, send me an inquiry at my Facebook page or simply send me an email about it. So, three people coming up and standing up into your life. Two of them are quite active, so to speak. The other one, it's more supportive than presentative, so to speak. But one is certain, that this week you will have a chance to, especially that is if you are single, to connect yourself through passion with somebody, and that is how it's going to start. Love from there could take on its own, and also you are to prove yourself a very capable, okay, into something, into what we are about to see now when I start drawing the additional card. So starting out the week with the Nine of Wands, and the accompanied card of it is going to be the Hierophant, okay. So we do have a active neutrals. And this speaks about your vast experience into the endeavors which you are to face throughout the week, and not just only your experience into the traditional way of dealing out with the endeavors or the tasks, so to speak, career-wise or relationship-wise, but also these two here are speaking about the adaptability you do possess, that the ability to react in any given moment to anything that can go out of character, to anything that can happen unpredictably. You will be able to simply jump into the situation and resolve it or solve it, or regardless how you want to see it. Another thing it is that with these two cards, and I don't bring myself the taught tarot, it is described there very well with the Nine of Wands, where the Sun and the Moon are connected, which speaks about the connection in between the masculine and the feminine beginning, or a prime, or I don't know how to say it in English. So that itself represents the start of interaction at the start of the week. And because the Hierophant is neutral to the Nine of Wands, it speaks that this interaction is going to be very versatile. It's not going to be necessarily something traditional, okay, but it's not going to be awkward by any means. And because these two cards are sitting in that way, the trust that is going to build up in between you and the person that you are going to start interacting at the start of the week, it's not going to be a problem at all, because you both are going to be with a huge experience behind your back, either career-wise or either relationship-wise, or in other words to say it, is that you both going to know what you want, and is that thing sewn into the other person that will be clear immediately once you see it. And the last thing that I'm going to say about these cards is that you are way over prepared, or you're gonna enter into the week way over prepared, and for that there shouldn't be a thing you should be worried about whenever comes your way as a plight or as a predicament. And right after that, this individual appears into your environment, Queen of Wands, and the catalyzed card here, or the catalyst, is going to be the Three of Swords. So we do have a active friends, and that person, while they are very good working or performing, so to speak, behaving under pressure, these people, they are mean. Okay, that individual is a very, very mean, and also to a certain extent ruthless. Now, they would have been stone cold-hearted if we had the Five of Swords here, but alas, it's the Three of Swords, and that itself speaks that this individual it's overthinking things way too much. And it is in our country, we do have an expression, a seeking a goat beneath the bull, or in other words, making up stuff that simply are not there. You say something to them and they are interpreting it in the wrong way, or they are seeking some kind of a surreptitious intentions behind your completely genuine statement and behind your completely genuine actions even. Now, this one could be a very fearsome enemy. Queen of Wands, they can always be a fearsome enemy, because aside from that nature that they are very touchy in this particular case here with the Three of Swords, very hurt as well. That is because they went through a lot. Okay, they have been probably betrayed, they have been deprived as well, unjustly, that is, meaning that they have worked very hard for something, and at the end somebody else took the benefits, not giving them even a dime. They are very in tune with the surroundings, and they know the pros and the cons from everything, the situation, a person. They know the strengths and weaknesses as well. They do have, that person has a very sharp and astute business sense, and has the will to prevail. And that is the scary, the terrifying part, that will to prevail. The more they are pressed with their back against the wall, the more fearsome and ruthless they become. So that individual, you can use it to your own benefit if you do decide to work together, because it speaks that no matter what the situation is, the harder the situation is, simply the more determined and the more good performance that Queen of Wands is going to engrave in there. If that's your boss, that's even great, because they will place you exactly where you belong, where you will perform to your highest capacity. And the next person that we do have, that is the Page of Wands, that is going to step in for you, and it is accompanied with the 10 of Wands. So we do have active supporters here, and that is somebody who has way too many things on their mind, way too many new things on their mind, and simply they are finding themselves in a place that they have, like I said, way too many ideas, but they don't know which idea they should start from. These people, they are usually a harbinger of good news, and they are to uplift your positive attitude toward the future. If you face some kind of a dead end, they will always going to encourage you. That is not the only end you can go. It doesn't have to be a dead one. You can always reprioritize, you can always strive for something else, for something new. Their sheer purpose here, stepping up into your environment, is to remind you in reality how strong you are on your own accord. And if certain people doesn't want to be with you, or certain situations are simply not working out, you can always make the most out of something else, or you can always meet other people, and so on and so forth. Another thing about the Page of Wands, it is that they are going to be very good listeners, in a sense of that if you do have something nobody believes into, say idea, or say an information, say a statement, that is going to be the person who is going to hear your lonely voice in the desert. And that makes them a very loyal and faithful companions that you can acquire, or companion that you can acquire throughout the week. With the 10 of Wands as a active supporter to the Page of Wands, it makes them prone not to do stupid things, but to rush into things, in a sense of that they face a proposition, and without thinking very well about it, just assessing the proposition on their cover, on their shell, they say yes, okay, I'm gonna do it. And it is because they are very responsible, no matter if that proposition or that enterprise proves to be beneficial or not for them, they will tend to see it through, which is in some cases their downfall as well. Last thing that I'm going to say about that individual, it is that they seem very spontaneous, and they seem very unattached to criticism, and as well to talks in general and to situations. But that is just the outer look. Within them, they are extremely fragile. And for that, if there is some kind of a romance that it is growing in between you two, mind your words. Don't criticize them too harshly, that is, because that will hurt them very, very much. And the last one here, the last individual that steps in at the end of the week for you, that will be the Page of Cups, and it is accompanied with the Lover's card. So we do have passive enemies here into that position, and that is in an individual who doesn't know what to do right now. They, Page of Pentacles, they are devoted to, because it is within your week, they are devoted to something of yours. Say devoted to your business, say devoted to your family, say devoted to you, okay? But in this case, because we do have lovers, the lovers here, which is a passive enemy to the Page of Pentacles, they are not very synchronized, or how can I say, they are not in a harmony with the situation, or the situation that that they have to step into. You don't have to place them into, okay? It's just a situation that happened in between you, them, and the environment around, makes them feel very, very uncomfortable, makes them out of harmony, so to speak, and that is going to cause them problems, big problems, and it's going to make them incapable to make valid and well-defined choices. So, and that could be a person of interest of yours, and it may happen like that, you know, while up until now things are going great, you know, and you were having a good time. And you kind of start building up trust into this person, and at the end of the week that person starts doing stupid things around, completely out of character. It is because of the situation that they are placed into, and that situation doesn't necessarily have to involve you entirely, you know. So it may happen into their family, something may happen as well with their children, for example, or something may happen to them directly, and that just makes them very, very uncomfortable, with lack of harmony once again, and they just don't know what to do, how to do it, because they always think for the benefit of all, okay, not just only to them but to everybody around. And the good thing about the Page of Pentacles generally, it is that they always strive for value. If they don't see value into you or into your situation, they wouldn't be there. But the problem is that right now that sense of value, it's destroyed. They don't have it anymore as accurate as it was before. So the only thing that you can do in that case, regardless of whom that person is for you, Cancer, just give them time, okay? They have to find that on their own. You cannot make the decision for them, and that is the problem. It is because they are trying to make the right decision here, but there is no right or wrong decision. It's all about their personal preference, and that is something they have to understand on their own accord. So with that being said, Cancer, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys, August 16th up until August 22nd, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoyed it and you do liked it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.